Hello and welcome to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in European Racing Organization on PS F3 Split. My name is Antoni Ogiński and today I am going to be commentating this race. And by the way, sorry for my voice, but I'm a bit sick. And unfortunately today I got nobody alongside me in the commentary box, so I'm going to be alone today. But we hope for an amazing race. Unfortunately, it isn't live. We don't have a stream today. I am unfortunately not able to stream the race, but we still hope that this race is going to be fantastic, and the man who absolutely dominated the weekend in Portugal, the Greek driver Pangri, is once again on pole position. Alongside him is the McLaren driver Gp 98. The McLaren team had a lot of problems in Portugal, but they hope to improve in Azerbaijan. We've got only 14 drivers on the grid today, so not an entire pack. There are not many substitutions, if any. We've got but two Aston Martins at the back of the grid, pretty much like in real life. We have a predicted strategy on our screens right now. As we are heading onto the grid and preparing for the start of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Let's hope we avoid chaos into turn 1, but I'm afraid it is not avoidable. The last car approaches the grid and they are all lined up now. And it's lights out and then away we go for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and it's a great start by the Red Bull of Pangri, who leads the way into turn 1. Behind him there's the McLaren of Gp. There's a Williams going side by side with the Haas, and there's a bit of contact, but everyone stays in one piece. There's still a battle going on. Let's see from the on-board shot, but it's even better from the Mercedes that gets the better of him. He takes P4, so it's Pangri in the lead, ahead of Gp in a McLaren, then the two Mercedes of Pedzak and Ivan. Then we have Lexa in the Williams, then there's an Alpine of Bangst, then the two Haas drivers of Mats and the guy that I don't know how to read his nickname, and I don't know his real name, but I'll find out in a minute. So we avoided, fortunately, chaos into turn 1. Everybody stayed in one piece. So no yellow flags at the moment, no ripped off front wings, no safety cars, no flying wheels. So we have yellow flags, and I've spoken too soon, and we've got a virtual safety car deployed as the second has crashed out, and we've got only 13 runners left. It's pretty much like the Australian Grand Prix from 2015, when only 15 cars started the Grand Prix, And on the first lap, the two Lotuses dropped out of the race. So on lap 2 we've had only 13 cars, and it's exactly the same number of what we have now. As Mats pits for a front wing change, he started on the second row of the grid. So a disaster for the Haas team. They have lost one driver already, and the team leader, the man who was in 3rd place on the grid, is down last as he had to pit for a front wing change. So pretty exciting start. As we go green again, the virtual safety car is gone and we go racing again. There's a bit of space between Banks and Jack Bailey in the AlphaTauri. Looks like we're gonna have an exciting battle for P4 between Ivan, Lexa. Oh, and there's another retirement. There's another crash, and this time it's a Mercedes of Edzak. So only 12 runners left, and we've got another virtual safety car. Oh dear, what on earth has happened there? So we've got 2 crashes already. So Edzak, so one Mercedes gone, one has gone. We've got only 12 runners left. We are on lap 3 and it's the second, and we've got for the second time in this race virtual safety car on the track. A bit of chaos. We got 2 crashes already. Yeah, I'm really sorry, but I'm a bit sick. Back to the race. We've got Pangri in the lead in a Red Bull on the soft compound tyres. Then it's Kaipi in a McLaren. Then a Mercedes of Ivan being chased by Lexa, a Finnish driver from Williams. Then Banks, a driver from Poland, and we go racing again. We go green, DRS enabled. So I guess we're gonna have some fun. No, not like that. We're gonna have some overtakes as Lexa chases down the Mercedes of Ivan Belov. He is deploying his ERS, deploying DRS, goes down the inside and makes the move stick. So Lexa is up into podium position. Ivan loses his 3rd place to the Finnish driver, but it's not over yet as he has DRS, gets the slipstream, and can he go round the outside? Can he make the move stick? No, he can't. Fortunately, there are no contacts, so everyone stays in one piece. A very nice and clean battle for 3rd place. Let's see what is going on a bit further down the pack, as there's a nice little train. We've got an Alfa Romeo who is leading this 5-car train. Then it's Jack Bailey in the AlphaTauri. Then it's SFR Martin in the 2nd Alpine car. Then the 2 Aston Martins of Andreas and Sebdek. Then the second AlphaTauri and Mats from the Haas is rounding off the pack. Let's see what is going on in the battle for third. As Ivan gets the slipstream, gets the DRS, and gets the move done. He is back into third. Jakub Czekaj, aka Banks from the Alpine, is getting a nice little view of this battle, which is not over yet. As Lexa gets the DRS, he's deploying his ERS. Ivan is waving a little bit. Can Lexa make the move stick? No, he can't. He is not diving up the inside. That would be very risky on this circuit, but he is not making it, and Ivan gets his third place back. As I think Martin and Bailey are battling each other. They have lost 2.5 seconds. No, they lost 2.5 seconds to Racing Upta. Oh, and Jakub Czekaj makes a big mistake into the castle section. He goes straight. He does exactly the same thing what Carlos Sainz did in the real life race here. Fortunately, he hasn't done Charles Leclerc or Robert Kubica from qualifying in 2019. He has gone straight. So no damage done on the car, but damage done to his race. He has dropped 6 places. He has dropped from 5th all the way down. Oh, and he's lost his front wing. He completely lost it on the straight. What is going on in this race? Drivers are crashing one after one on this section. As we I've missed a battle between Jack Bailey and Andreas from Aston Martin and an Alpine of Martin. So my mistake, I'm really sorry for it. As Banks pits for a front wing change. So I've spoken too soon about the damage to his car. And he has dropped down to 12 out of the point scoring positions. So it's still Pangri in the lead. Oh, but he's cut the corner a little bit, and he has a bit of wheel spin on the exit of the castle section. So I wonder if he got a warning for that corner cut, but he is still in the lead. He's being chased by a McLaren of Kaipi. Then it's Ivan Belov. Oh, and we got the yellow flags as the Aston Martin of Sebdek crashes out, and we've got a full safety car on the track deployed. We've got only 11 drivers left in this race. Drivers are crashing one after one. That's not the kind of action we want to see. And we've got a full course safety car out on the track, and everybody is pulling into the pits. Unbelievable scenes, as only the second AlphaTauri of Energy Jet stays out on the track on the medium tires. There's plenty of action in the pit lane. So only 3 guys are staying out on the track. They did not pit. Mats pitted, of course, on lap 1 to change his front wing. And the Alpine of Banks had pitted to change his front wing as well on lap 5. Of this chaotic race so far, we are on lap 7 out of 26, and already 3 of our drivers have crashed out. from the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It's a very tricky track to drive, and it is not a surprise that drivers are crashing into the walls. But we are only on lap 7 and already we've got only 11 drivers left. So if one more retires from that race, everybody who will finish will score points. Unbelievable scenes. So Energy Jet looks like is leading the Grand Prix, but he is yet to pit. Of course, he's on a medium compound of tyres. He has moved up 11 positions. Then we've got Pangri in the Red Bull, winner from last week, and of course our today's pole sitter. Then it's KP in a McLaren, who is Ghost, and he has left the lobby. I wonder if he has some internet issues. He has some connection issues as well. Oh no, that's a disaster. Let's hope he comes back before the safety car is in, because this is going to be another disastrous race for McLaren. You have only one car in this race as Banks pits. I wonder if he retires or what he's doing. He's pitting for the second time in this race. Looks like he is just changing his tires to the medium compound of tires. The tires with a yellow stripe. So can he make it into the end? That's a big question. I think not. I think we are too far away from the finish to make it on the medium compound of tires. I wasn't playing this game for serious since like a month, so don't blame me for not knowing the strategies and how many the tires last. I don't know. I wasn't playing this game at all, except for the league races in European Racing Organization in the F1 split. I was playing the older F1 games on my old Xbox for the last 2 weeks. I wasn't playing F1 2021 at all, except for the races in the F1 split, in the PS F1 split, of course. I think this is the lap on which safety car comes into the pits, and there's still no sign of... Oh, and Bailey has crashed out behind the safety car. What on earth happened there? He has dropped out of the race in the castle section, and we've got only 10 drivers left. Safety car comes in, but there's an AlphaTauri which has crashed into the wall. Behind the safety car, he has done Roman Grosjean and myself from Brazil. What is going on in this race? So everybody who will finish this race will score points. Unbelievable. So the second AlphaTauri, the only AlphaTauri that is left of Energy Jet, is leading the pack. They are weaving to warm up their tires, and it is go green once again. AlphaTauri in the lead, being chased by Red Bull of Pangri, who moves to the inside, but he is not dive bombing the race leader, and KP did not come back before the safety car came in, so he is dropping down the pack, and that's pretty much his fight for the lead over in this race. Can Pangri make a risky move? No, he is not making the move. But may he now? No, he is not. He's not risking possible damage to his car. Remember that Energy Jet is yet to pit in this race. and the rest of the pack have pitted already, and they don't need to pit again. He is the only one left that is yet to pit, and that could compromise his race, and he goes very, very close to the barrier. He has almost done a Robert Kubica from qualifying in 2019. He still has a Red Bull of Pangri on his rear diffuser. Rear diffuser? Is there a front diffuser? I think not. So Pangri is on the back of his diffuser, on his rear wing, whatever. But he is chasing him, and looks like he will make the move stick this time. He moves to the inside. They are side by side. Going from onto the start finish line, and it's Pangri who retakes the lead of this race, as Energy Jet runs a bit too wide and loses a lot of time to the race leader, as he has another problem, which is the haze of Max. Sorry for the noises from my house. If you can hear them, then I'm really, really sorry, but I cannot do anything with it. Oh, my mistake, I think Mats is yet to pit as well, as he pitted on lap 1 because of the front wing damage he had. So my mistake, Energy Jet and Mats are yet to pit is Energy Jet, because he hasn't pitted yet. Mats has pitted already, but he has to pit again. Sorry, my mistakes. I'm not English, so I'm pretty young, so I might still make mistakes. I'm really, really sorry for my bad language. But English, whatever. Let's come back to this race. There's a battle going on for third still between Mats, Ivan Belov, Lexa, and an Alfa Romeo of Racing Gupta. I don't know how to read his nickname. Let's see. Will we have any overtakes? Looks like yes. There is some action going on. There's an Aston Martin at the back of the Alpine of Martin. Let's see if he can make the move stick. Down inside into the first corner. Can he make it? No, he can't. He's in a sandwich between the two Alpines, and they are very, very close to each other. Can he make it in the DRS zone? DRS opened. ERS being deployed. There is also... Oh! He's almost crashed into the wall. The Williams of Lexan. He has came back on the track illegally. He has came back on the track illegally. And I'm afraid the stewards will have to investigate it, as there's still no signs of Kaipi coming back into this race, unfortunately. So a lot of action going on right now on the track as we ride on board with the Alpine of Banks, as he is chasing down his teammate on the hard compound of tires. Let's see if he can make the move. A risky move. I would not make it if I were he. What am I saying? I don't literally know. But let's focus on the battle between two Alpines. Can Banks make a move on his teammate from Alpine? He is not deploying his ERS. He is now DRS enabled, as Pangri sets the new fastest lap of the race, and Banks has got ahead of his teammate. So he is up to P7, so he is back in this race after a mistake in the castle section when he had to go straight on to avoid hitting the wall and doing Charles Leclerc. As So we have a battle for second between Energy Jet, Mats and Racing Upta from the Alfa Romeo Racing Team Orlen. There is also Ivan Belov in this fight in the Mercedes. Then we have an Aston Martin of Andreas. Then the two Alpines. Then a Williams of Lexa, who was running at the top, in the top 5, but he has made a mistake in turn 3 when he had to go straight to avoid hitting the wall, and he is down to 9th as there is still no sign of Kai. Oh, he has came back. He has finally came back to his race, to this race, but his fight for the win with Pangri from Red Bull Racing is over now. Unfortunately, a disaster for the McLaren team, as we've got some battles there. We've got some action going on, and I've missed it all whilst talking about the McLaren. Not this way. Side by side going the Alfa Romeo and the Haas, battling for P3, and the Alfa Romeo of Racing Gupta makes it stick. He is up to 3rd position. Behind them, Ivan Belov from the Mercedes, as Andreas and Lexa got past the Alpine of Martin on the hard compound of tyres. So a lot of action going on as Pangri runs away a little bit from the pack. He is setting fastest laps of the race, lap after lap. Very good pace, as there's an action going on. Battle for P3 still going on. Between pretty much 5 drivers from 5 different teams. So let's see if Mats can make the move and retake his 3rd position, deploying his ERS and DRS. They are 3 wide going on into the 1st corner, and it's the Mercedes of Ivan Belov that gets the better of them, and he is up into 3rd position. Oh, and there's the Haas of Mats into the barriers, and I'm pretty sure he has some front wing damage again, so we have to pit again for the repairs as he locks up, and he is blocking the pack pretty much at the moment. Oh, as the Alfa Romeo almost crashes into the back of him and rips his front wing off. Oh, and they are going side by side, the Alpine and the Aston Martin. Unbelievable scenes going on. I'm afraid Mats will have some problems going into the castle section. Oh, and he drives very close into the barriers. They are very, very close to each other. Let's hope there will be no contacts. Let's ride on board with Andreas, who has a nice little view of this battle, and I think there was contact between the Aston Martin and an Alfa Romeo, which might have caused the Alfa Romeo some damage. There's battle going on. Mats drops down to 7th already. As he is being overtaken by the Williams of Lexa. And they are going 3 wide almost. Yes, they are 3 wide into the 1st corner. The Alfa Romeo and the Alpine and the Aston Martin, an amazing battle for P4 in this race. Fortunately without any contacts. And it's not over yet as the Alpine of Banks makes the move on the Aston Martin of Andreas for P4, and he gets the move stick into turn 3. Can the Aston Martin run it back? No, he can't. He stays in 5th. Behind them there's an Alfa Romeo and a Williams in P6 and P7. I don't know what I wanted to say. As Mats drops down to P10 as he had to pit again. For the second time in this race he had to pit for a front wing change. A disastrous race for him. Remember, he started 3rd on the grid and he has lost this race because of the damage done to his front wings. As there's still battle going on for 5th between Racing Ukta and Andreas from Aston Martin. They go side by side. Let's change the camera angle. That's a bit crap. So let's change to the Aston Martin. It's the same camera angle. And he loses his 5th position to the Alfa Romeo. He's down to 6th. And behind him looks like Lexa from Williams wants to have a go at him, but he is a bit too far back to make the move down to turn 3. And looks like Banks is chasing down Ivan Belov from Mercedes, because Ivan had 4-second gap to the 4th place and he has lost it. The gap is back down to 2.2 seconds, 2.1 now. So it looks like Ivan has lost a bit of pace. He has lost his pace, or maybe he has some front wing damage. Maybe he has some front wing damage. Banks is really he's really much faster than him. So I wonder if everything is okay in the Mercedes. So no overtakes going on this lap. No one is close enough to someone to get past him. So nothing going on at the moment. Kaipi, the man who was starting from P2 but has dropped down to 9th because of lost internet connection whilst the safety car was out on the track because of a crash of the Aston Martin of Sebdek. Hungary still comfortably in the lead of this race. How smoothly he's driving, very close to the barriers, using every bit of a track. And that's why he is leading the Grand Prix and dominating once again. He has dominated the Portuguese Grand Prix last week and he is doing that again today in the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And Banks is in the DRS range behind Ivan Belov, so he has lost all his pace as Banks is up into the podium positions because of an AlphaTauri of Energy Jet pitting this lap as Lexa gets past the Aston Martin of Andreas, and he is back into top 5 positions. But can Aston Martin of Andreas run it back? Can he get his 5th place back? I'm afraid no, not. He's a bit too far back and he has no ERS to fight the Williams, so he'll stay, at least for now, in 6th, as Banks is pretty much sitting on the rear wing of the Mercedes of Ivan Belov, who has lost his pace completely. Last lap, the gap between him and Banks was 2.2 seconds in the place in which we are now, and now the Alpine is right at the back of the Mercedes, so I think we're gonna have a move coming. There's a move coming on the start-finish straight from the Alpine on the Mercedes, so let's see how it goes as we are heading onto the start-finish straight, a section of the really fast corners. And let's see, DRS enabled, no ERS, neither of them is deploying their ERS. Is the move coming? No, it's not. Banks stays in 3rd, he doesn't want to attack Ivan for now, he's a bit too far back now as well, I think, but maybe he can pull something out of the hat. Let's see. I think not. He is not risking any move, he's not risking any crazy dive bomb or anything. He stays in 3rd, at least for now, as Kaipi is up to 8th, and maybe he can still gain some positions, gain some points. He's lost it all because of an internet disconnection in the middle of the race when the safety car was out on the track. So a disastrous day for him, but looks like if he finishes that race, he will still get points, so not that bad. It could have been worse. And will Jakub Czekaj from Alpine, aka Banks, can he make the move now on the Mercedes of Ivan Belov? Onto the start-finish straight we go. That camera angle is not good, so we change to the original onboard camera. Can he make the move? No, he can't. He is a bit too far back. As Racing Upta goes into the pit lane, so his medium tires won't last till the end of the race. Or has he got some front wing damage? No, he has not. He has pitted for soft tires. I wonder why. But never mind, as Energy Jet from AlphaTauri says the new fastest lap of the race, so Pangri has lost 1 point at the moment. It will be very tough job for him to get it back, as he is on the medium compound of tires, which are pretty worn out at this point of the race. And Energy Jet has a fresh set, pretty much fresh set of soft tires. Yeah, his tires are 1 lap old only, so it will be really tough for Pangri to get this 1 point back, but we'll see how it goes. And can Banks make the move now on Ivan Belov? Is he close enough He is 6 tenths back behind the Mercedes. Can he make it now? I'm afraid not. He's 7 tenths down on him, and he won't make the move now, as we have a battle for 5th going on between Kaipi from the McLaren and Andreas from the Aston Martin, and the McLaren gets better of the Aston Martin, and Kaipi is back into top 5 position as he is now chasing down the Williams of Lexa. What's going on a bit further back, further down the pack? There's Energy Jet making a move on the Alpine of Martin, and he makes that one stick up into 7th place. He'll be now chasing down the Aston Martin, the McLaren and the Williams. He begins his chase for potential 4th place. Oh, and there's a bit of a moment going on for Jakub Czekaj from Alpine. I'm sorry, I'm telling only his real name and not the others, only his real name, so really sorry for that. I'll try to improve for next week. As Kaipi is right at the back of the Williams of the Finnish driver. Onto the start, finish, straight we go. There's also battle for 6th between Energy Jet and Andreas. Oh, and there's a bit of a moment going on for Lexa from Williams. They are side by side, an awesome shot from the camera. And Kaipi is back into 4th place. And there's also Energy Jet making the move on Andreas, and he makes that one stick as Racing Upta from Alfa Romeo Orlen sets the new fastest lap of the race, 1 minute 40.2. Can Energy Jet now stall 5th from Lexa, and potentially 4th from Kaipi, as Kaipi has no ERS. His rear light is flashing. Is that the right word? I don't know. Looks like Energy Jet in the AlphaTauri has some really pretty pace. Really nice pace. Pretty nice pace. That's what I wanted to say. But I have failed. I apologize for it. And there's also another guy on softs. His nickname is Racing Uptan. He's driving for Alfa Romeo Racing Orlen F1 team. But we will focus on the battle for 5th between Energy Jet and Lexa, the Finnish driver from Williams. Let's see from the onboard. He deploys his ERS, enables DRS as Lexa is coming into the pit lane. I don't know why. Andreas does the same thing. They are both coming in for soft tires. As there's, I've missed the battle for 6th, looks like. So Racing Upta is back up to 6th. As Lexa comes back onto the track, as does Andreas, they will fight for the fastest lap of the race. As Banks still cannot make the move on Ivan Belov, and I'm afraid he is running out of time. He has 3.5 laps left to make that one stick and get himself up into 2nd. We're having another really nice race in Azerbaijan. Another exciting race after last week's absolute thriller in Portugal. We're having another very exciting Grand Prix in the PS F3 split of Season 7 of European Racing Organization. And I'm afraid Energy Jet won't have DRS behind. No, he'll have his DRS behind the McLaren, but he has no ERS to attack him. But the McLaren hasn't got his DRS as well, so let's see how this battle goes. Can the AlphaTauri of Energy Jet make his move up to 4th stick? Will he make a dive bomb into turn 3? No, he can't. He cannot do it, and I totally understand it. I would not do it as well, but it would be good for the show. They would probably crash into each other, so not that good. As Banks is really close now to Ivan Belov, maybe he still can get himself up into 2nd. We will see. They are pretty much on the same level of ERS at the moment. Can the pole make the move? Let's see. He is deploying his ERS, not now. DRS enabled, and he is too far back again. He's half the second down on the Mercedes, and there's another battle going on for 4th this time, as Energy Jet from AlphaTauri gets himself up into 4th place. A very good race for him. He was running 2nd for the long time, but he had to pit, and when he pitted, he made the most of his strategy, and he is up to 4th. As Andreas sets the new fastest lap of the race in the Aston Martin. As Kaipi has another problem, which name is Racing Upta, right behind him in the Alfa Romeo. As the Alfa has fresher tyres, down in McLaren, we've got 1 lap to go when Pangri crosses the line. For the 25th time today, can Jakub Czekaj from the Alpine make the move this time around? Can he make it? He is closing down on the Mercedes, deploying all his ERS. They both do the same. They are side by side. Round the outside goes Jakub Czekaj. He cannot make the move stick. There's still battle going on. There are other battles also, but this is the most interesting one. They make a bit of contact as the Mercedes is into the wall. I wonder if he has some damage, but looks like this battle is over. Banks is up into 2nd place. He has waited until the last lap, but he has a bit of a moment. It's not over yet. They are still side by side, and the Mercedes of Ivan Belov, they are still side by side. Unbelievable scenes. And it's Jakub Czekaj who gets the better of the Mercedes. Unbelievable battle going on for 2nd on the last lap. And there's still Energy Jet in this battle. Can he join this party? Can he possibly get himself up onto the podium? There's also Racing Upta. There's still everything can happen in the battle for the podium. Pangri gets onto the start finish straight. He'll cross the line in a second to win again. Racing Gupta gets a penalty. He's the only one to get a penalty in this race. Let's see what is going on as Pangri wins the Grand Prix. As Banks, what has happened? He's had a bit of a moment. He's lost his front wing and he's lost his second place. He is off the podium. Or is he? He is up to second. What on earth has happened there? Energy Jet stays in fourth, even stays in third. Unbelievable last lap. What a race we've had. I think this race might have beaten even last time out Thriller in Portimao. Wow, what a Grand Prix we've had. We've had only 10 cars left after lap 8. But how good that race was. A race full of action. A race dominated by Pangri again, but we've had an incredible battle for second on the last lap. Also for the podium, they were basically 3 wide coming into the finish line. Wow, what a Grand Prix we've had. Unbelievable. Fantastic. I'm missing words. Wow, really exciting Grand Prix from my perspective, and I hope for another one. So join us next week at the same time on Saturday. Join Ero Discord server, subscribe to European Racing Organization, and that's all from us from the Ps F3 split from the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So stay safe and goodbye.